Hey there, so you're here to transform your speech, right? You want to speak more smoothly, more clearly, and with that real, genuine confidence. Well, you're absolutely in the right place. Today, we're going to dive into the one single factor that actually determines whether you'll see lasting improvement. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the big question, the one that probably brought you here. Why is it that so many of us try to improve how we speak? We get all the tips, we watch the videos, but the changes just don't stick. It's so frustrating to feel like you're putting in the work, but not getting those real, sustainable results. And here's the first thing you really need to understand. The problem is almost never a lack of knowledge. I'm willing to bet you already have a pretty good idea of what you should be doing. Things like slowing down, breathing better, using pauses. So the answer isn't learning one more trick. The real wall that everyone hits is inconsistency. Simple as that. See, without a structured, regular way to practice and actually implement what you know, any momentum you build just fades away. And those old habits, they just creep right back in. Lasting change comes from what you do every day, not what you do once in a blue moon. And that inconsistency, well, it leads directly to these struggles that are probably super familiar to you. Maybe you start talking way too fast, especially when you feel that pressure. Or that familiar knot of anxiety just ties up your stomach in important conversations, and you start tripping over words or completely losing your train of thought. See, the problem isn't not knowing. It's the gap between knowing what to do and actually doing it.
So this brings us to a really powerful new way to think about this, a principle that can totally reframe your approach. It's a simple idea, but honestly, it changes everything. Consistency beats intensity. Let's break down what that really means for your speech.
This slide lays it out perfectly. Look at intensity on the left. That's all about cramming, right? Those long, stressful practice sessions the night before a huge presentation. That whole approach depends on motivation, which, as we all know, comes and goes. At best, you get a temporary boost. But now look at consistency. We're talking about structured, daily 30-minute sessions. This is about building a repeatable habit. It relies on a system, not just willpower. And that is what creates real, lasting change.
Just let that sink in for a second. Consistency beats intensity. Occasional effort rarely produces lasting change. This is the foundation. The goal isn't to work harder in these short, frantic bursts. It's about working smarter and more systematically every single day.
Okay, so if we all agree that consistency is the secret sauce, then the next question is, how on earth do we build it into our busy lives? Well, we need a whole new model for practice, a system that's literally designed to help us implement these skills daily, turning what we know in theory into an automatic habit. And that's exactly what this is. This is the Pro90D AI Speech Coach. Now, it's really important you don't think of this as just another app. It's a structured implementation system built on a proven science-based method for smoother speech. Its entire purpose is to give you guided daily practice. So how does it actually fix that consistency problem? Well, it gives you these focused 30-minute guided sessions. It provides real-time feedback. It constantly reinforces those core skills you need, like pacing and airflow. But the most important part, its repeatable, on-demand structure is specifically designed to build the habit of daily practice.
This is a really crucial distinction to make. Private coaching is incredibly powerful. It gives you direction, strategy, and personalized feedback. But it's the consistent, daily practice that truly builds that deep, unshakable confidence in your own voice. This system is all about making that structured daily practice accessible to more people.
Now, let's zoom out a bit and see how this all fits into the bigger picture. The AI coach doesn't just exist in a bubble. It's the practice engine inside a complete ecosystem that's designed to support your total transformation. Here's how all the pieces work together. The AI Speech Coach, that's your daily tool for structured practice. It goes hand in hand with the self-study course, which gives you all the foundational knowledge. Then, for live practice in a supportive group, you have the Virtual Speech Masters Club. And of course, for that super high-level personalization, private coaching is still the premium option. It's a complete pathway. And for those of you who are ready to jump in, we've got a pretty special opportunity right at launch. We're offering a fantastic bonus just for the first 100 members who join us. So yeah, the first 100 people who become members will get 3 months of access to the Virtual Speech Masters Club, totally included. This means you can combine the daily practice from the AI coach, the knowledge from the course, and the live community practice from the club all at once. Okay, so what's the path forward from here? We wanted to make this as simple and as clear as possible. There are no tricky long-term commitments you have to make just to see if this is right for you. The next step is super straightforward. It's really just a simple 3-step process. First, head to the website and watch the demo. You'll see exactly what a guided session looks and feels like. Second, you can start a 2-day, full-access trial to experience it all for yourself. And third, if it feels like the right fit, you can continue as a member and start building those powerful, consistent speaking habits.
And just to be clear, during that 2-day trial, you're not getting some watered-down version. You get full access to the entire ecosystem, the AI coach, the complete self-study course, and the virtual speech masters club. We want you to really experience the structure and feel the difference for yourself. Then you can decide.
So I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. What ideas would you share? What conversations would you finally start? What opportunities would you go after if you knew with absolute certainty that every single time you spoke, you'd be heard clearly and confidently?
That kind of confidence, it's built through consistency, day by day. If you're ready to start building it, just visit pro90d.com/AI-speech-coach. You can watch the demo and start your full access trial right now. Thanks so much for watching, and I truly hope this new way of thinking helps you on your journey.